Edgewater Series 2 is continuing to rock it. Today, we have something very interesting for you. The work today is going to be solely focused on turning this field area into one big field. If we take a look at the PDA, the work that we've got becomes a little bit more apparent. We're going to be taking field 2258, or say field 22, this entire area here, and making it one. And that's kind of it, but it's going to be a lot of work. Our first foe in this is going to be trees. There's a bunch of trees all around in these little ditch areas. Now, these are going to be pretty easy to handle. All I got to do is raise them up and make them level with the sides and smooth it all out. But the trees, that's a little bit different. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using the F12 mod and the delete objects input. I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to walk up to the tree, wait for it to pop up in the bottom, and click delete. And I'm going to have to do that a lot. I also understand I could easily come up with something like a tree devourer or something like that and take the bits from the tree and take all the wood chips and sell the wood chips. Yeah, I could do that. Could. Man, I could do that so much. This is easier. This is way easier. I don't care about the wood chips. All right. Well, that didn't take half as long as I was expecting it to take. So now all the trees have been deleted from inside the field. However, we've still got this little area right here. We have a little chikunk right here on the side of the field, which kind of continues on the other side over there. So what I'm going to try to do is follow along with this right here, and we should pop out on the other side where the trees end. Yes, I am. So I'm going to try and take every single tree that is either on this line or to the right, or to the left of it, just a little bit to the left of it. And we'll try and take all these and get rid of them. Okay, now we've got a pretty open, wide area there. And all I got to do is delete all the trees on this side. Oh yeah, just so we're being inclusive, you can do this on console as well, but you are going to need to use something like a tree devourer or some type of unrealistic piece of machinery that will delete these. You could also just use like a stump grinder or cut the trees down manually. Whatever, kind of whatever works for you will work just fine. This is just the matter that I've chosen to go with. And this area, I'm not going to worry too much about that. I just don't care. Once we got all that, go in and save your game as well. Or if you're playing along at home. If not, whatever, it's all good. Now we want some trees. I actually want to do some landscaping. I need to put trees down. So I'm going to try and take some trees that are similar-ish to what we've been doing. So maybe some elm trees, something like this. Yeah, there we go. That way it doesn't look too just not through all that. I'd cut down a lot of trees, so we need to at least put some down where it looks okay-ish. Yeah, close enough. Now for the fun part, and by that I mean not the fun part whatsoever. We are going to flatten all this out, kinda. So my first idea with this is to soften, had a little hiccup there, and to set both areas around. But the thing is, as well, is it's bringing this whole area down. Instead of bringing the area up, it's bringing it down to match the very bottom. So what I'm going to try and do now is do like a level and just come through and do leveling with this so that it kind of levels it out and brings everything up to a decent height, resetting every once in a while so that whenever I select it, it kind of brings it up to a more appropriate level, I guess I would say, a more appropriate level to where it is. We will have to come through and flatten all this out, or smooth it out rather. But the important thing is getting all of this up and getting it level-ish with the ground around it. This is not an easy thing, as a matter of fact, far from it. However, I do think that once you get this done, once you get this part finished where you're getting everything leveled out and that type of thing, I do think it's going to be a lot easier. And I think you might find yourself enjoying the map a little bit more. I don't think there's too many people that complain a lot about the ditches and everything in between, but they are a spot for sure. They're not the easiest to manage. So if we could just get rid of these, we're good. One of the super cool things between me and you guys. So BC Bueller Farms at South Sask Modding. South Sask actually the creator of the map itself. They kind of designed all of this to do this. So if you wanted to go through and do exactly what we're doing right now, where we flatten out, level, do all this stuff, and get rid of these ditches, they've actually created it to where, like, that's cool. Hey, if this is the way you want to do it, go for it, man. I love that they've done that and that it's an actual option that you could do. You just got to do the work. That's kind of it. All right, so we've gotten everything done there. Now we need to go in here and soften. And we are going to be doing a lot of softening work. First things first, I'm just going to go through and follow along, line the edges, go around the outside, make sure that nothing's too wild and crazy. I mean, it's not going to be a difficult bit, but we do need to make sure that this step is done. Without this, you're going to have spots in the field that are just uneven. There's going to be really sharp areas, and it's not going to be the funnest to go through. The most fun, rather. Funnest. It's not even a word. Is that a word? Once the outline is done, and once we've gone through and actually done all of that, now comes the long game. We are going to slowly but surely follow along with each bit, going back and forth like this, and making it happen. And this is going to take the longest out of all of it, but this will ensure that we've got a smooth field. And you can also use this time to maybe go through the rest of the field and smooth out some of those bumps, because there are some bumps in the field. So use this time to do that if you wish. And also, I'm using a mouse to do most of the work, but works just fine with a controller as well. At this point, I think I've done almost everything that I could possibly do, other than literally just going through the entire field and flattening it. All the new areas that we've done seem to be pretty well done and not having too many issues. I do have some kind of big hills right here in the middle of the field, but I'm not sure that I can actually get these down, not with the Farming Simulator 22 controls at least. Farm Sim 19, I was your guy with this bit, but not now, and I'm afraid not now. So let's see how we've done. I'm going to jump out of here. We need a tractor of some sorts. Ah, yes, this will be perfectly fine. And unfortunately, that small plow on the back's not going to cut it for us. I'm going to lease something. I'm not going to buy it, but let's turn it around backwards, if you will. Pull forward just a little bit. Let's go get ourselves a plow. We're going to get a big one. I think I'm going to get the exact same one that I had. That one's way too big. Let's go with that. Attachers, I don't think I need that. And let's go with all black, and let's go with bright red rims to match. I don't know how much that costs to lease. $4,700. And it's in the middle of the ditch. Cool. Totally didn't just reset everything back to right here. Nope, not me. Totally not me. Let's go and reset that. Got it. It's going to be too heavy. It's kind of heavy, but we should be able to hit everything in at least one pass, so that'll be good. It's definitely not going to be, what's the word I'm looking for here? Precise. Yeah, it's not going to be precise, and that's exactly what we need right here. Is a precision instrument, because I got to line these bits up. All right, lower down, turn it on. I also need to enable fast farming, which I have just done, and bring it through here. Got it. Okay. Well, that was cool. I think that worked perfect. Now we get to go through and plow up all these areas that we have created. Go and turn on Create Fields back and go through. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Some of these areas we are going to have to hit probably 2 passes, but most of this, as you can see, this plow works great. And yeah, this plow's for all platforms. You guys can get it on whatever you own. It's awesome. And what better tractor to use it on than Mack Trucker 921's big old case. Now, one cool thing about the case is I'm recording this a few days before it comes out. This is supposed to be getting an update soon. Kind of exciting. I did forget about this little area, though. Let's go ahead and turn off Create Fields. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I didn't flatten any of this. We do have this sign, which I can't delete using the delete key, but I think I can hide this, actually. Map object hider, billboard, yeah? Oh, that works. Yeah, that worked just fine. Let's see if I can go in here and make this exactly the way I want. So we'll do leveling, about that big, nothing too crazy. Do like that, yeah. And we'll bring that there, and then we will soften the entire thing. What do they stop? Oh, I'm in the road. So we'll bring all this through here. We'll soften all these areas up, and they should let us go through here almost perfectly, at least straight on. Let's see. Can I make this straight on? I don't think I can. I actually think that the side of this field's a little bit too far out there. But I'm going to go slow and see if I can at least line them up. Please be straight. Please be flat. Please be straight. Please be fat. Fat, flat. You guys know what I'm talking about. There we go. Okay. Good enough. All right, we'll go ahead and go through and we'll hit the rest of these. And then we need to figure out what we're going to plant in here. I don't remember what I planted last time. I think it was canola. But we're definitely going to have to do something. And last but not least, I went ahead and hit the side over here. So everything looks good. Everything looks nice. And we are finished. I think. I don't know. Let's go through and see if it's all lining up. Yes, it is. So there you go. You can see everything that is either plowed or harvested. Yeah, harvested. That's definitely the other one. What's this little bit down here? Ready to harvest? What did I miss? So one of the things we've got over here is a big case planter, and that's actually inside here. We've only used it, I think, once for one field, but it's actually not quite big enough for the stuff that I want to do. This is a 12 meter, and we've got access to a little bit bigger of these now. If we jump in real quick, we'll take a look at those. So let's see. Lots of DLCs. That'll work. We'll find case, and we need to find early riser. So these are modified. So we have the 9 meter, the 12 meter, and we have the 18. I think that with the money that we have, plus what we can actually sell from this, I think we could go with the big one. We don't have a massive tractor, but I think we can go ahead and get rid of this. Let's go and get rid of that. We got almost $200,000 for that, so that's still pretty darn good. I know we've been having fun in that big old case tractor, but we actually need to jump back in this thing for a little while. I forgot, we gotta fertilize. I don't need to do anything else. We don't have anything else turned on, so we just need to put fertilizer on this field, and then we're gonna be good. It looks like a really abstract drawing, doesn't it? Not great, but it's fine. Yeah, I brought the harvester all the way over here. Tractor, rather. I don't know what words are coming out of my mouth, but they are not the right ones today. I did go for the big 18 row, but as you can see, I actually went with the one with just the own row seat tops. I don't really need much more than that, so I feel like that's probably going to be more than enough for me, and I'm going to be real happy about that. So let's go and unfold this. We're going to set everything up. I need to get this field fertilized now, and I can't really cheat anymore because it's all one field. So I can't just cheat in what I want and be like, hey, now it's done. So I actually need to do this part. So let me go fertilize real quick. This is the part I've been looking forward to the most. Hiring a worker to do all of this. As you know, going around all of those little bits and bobs in the middle of the field, man, it takes some time. Well, now we don't have to worry about that anymore. Actually, if I take away all of this, yeah, you can see it's just a field. I love that. It's just so easy. It's all just so easy. I just hire a worker and that's all I got to do. This is incredible, man. I love this so much. I am going to run just a slight bit of an extra headland here down at the bottom, just so the worker doesn't absolutely do some stupid stuff. But you know what? This is so simple. I can just do this whole field. I go upstairs and have lunch if I want to. Yo, I'm hungry too. What's for lunch today? While we wait, I think it's probably a good time to try to do something to see if our worker can mess up. I don't want to sit around and waste time not doing anything, but running one worker on here and not another, I almost feel like I'm wasting time. So what we're going to do is we are going to roll up and we are doing wheat. Yes, we are. We are going to be doing another harvest of wheat, but in this one, we're going to swath it. I think I harvested it normally the first time around. Now that we've got the updated swather, I don't have to worry too much about grass everywhere. So this way, we should, in theory, be okay. I do understand as well that at the end and the beginning, this planter is going to miss a whole lot. And I'm thoroughly expecting all of that to be things that happen. I don't want this to go too fast because the planter could jump and skip. but if it works, it works. Am I right? We're going 42 miles an hour right now. Have I missed any yet? Oh, please tell me I haven't missed any yet. I haven't missed any yet. This is doing okay. He's doing all right. Biggest question is right here. Is he gonna get stuck? Oh, almost 100%. But he didn't. He's definitely gonna get stuck at the other end, though. You know what? I don't feel comfortable letting this happen without me watching it. So I'm just gonna park it right there, and I'm just gonna pay attention to the fertilizing. And look at this, nice and easy. The last. That didn't put no fertilizer down on the ground right there. It just kind of skipped a beat. Why'd you skip a beat, homie? No, I think there was an issue right through there where there was a spot that was already fully fertilized and did not need to be sprayed anymore. I'll go ahead and hire a worker right there and be good to go. And he'll finish up the run for us. It does look like we got a little bit right there I need to hit. Yeah, this is the spot that he got stuck at back there. I'm gonna hit that little spot right there, and then it's gonna be time to really get to planting. Spraying is now done, which means we get to do the fun part of planting. And well, it's fun for me anyway, because I'm just gonna fly through here like an absolute maniac at 18 meters and 42 mile per hour max speed. It's a whole lot of fun. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take a little bit of time, I'm gonna get this field kind of planted up, ready to go. We do have a few other things that need to be done before we continue forward, so we'll just have to do those next time.